Hi guys, so today I have some new releases to share with you from Diamond Press for their site, mydiamondpress.com. Just want to square that away right at the beginning here because I know a lot of times people equate them with HSN, but these items are going to be on mydiamondpress.com. They did send these items free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and any links in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items through those links. But as you know, with Diamond Press, that is it's an affiliate discount code. So if you use the code VCDP at checkout, they will give you 10% off your site, and that is an affiliate relationship for me. So I have a few to share with you today. There's also one other set called Stay Wild that I don't have quite yet to share with you, but I will when it comes in. And just adorable, but I'll link that one in below too so you can check it out. And for now, I have the Diamond Press Slimline Puzzle Small. As you can see, they're all puzzle related. So this one has small pieces. I'll measure them in just a second. And then we have medium, which is this one here, and large, right? And so they are having a bundle deal where you can pick up all three, and I'll link to the bundle plus all of them separately in the description box if you would like. And so here, let's measure. So this is the small. I would say they're about an inch, I would say. You can kind of see where this kind of goes over a little bit bigger than an inch, but just about an inch or so, let's just say, in that one direction, yeah. And then this one is, like an inch and a quarter-ish. It just depends on, the different little edges. How cute is that? Yeah, about an inch and a quarter. And this one, the blocks or the puzzle pieces, I'm kind of looking at the line, like where it would end, are almost, it's like 1 3/4 inches there. So about 1 3/4 inch square on these guys. And then the dies themselves, as far as where the cutting edge to cutting edge, it would cut 3.5, I will assume, by 8.5. Yep, by 8.5. So it covers completely what I consider a standard slimline card, which is 3.5 by 8.5. But some people like 4 by 9 or anywhere in between, right? So what I'm going to do is grab some papers and we will try them out. Okay, guys, I'm going to make a quick slimline card base. And, my paper's already 8.5 inches wide, so I cut it at 7 inches off the 11-inch side, and then I will score it at 3.5. So it'll be 3.5 by 8.5. Card base there. We can use this piece for what we need to do next, or however you would like, but what I'm going to do, I think, is like a fun kind of shaker. So the background of the shaker is going to be what tops our card here, and I just have another piece of white paper. I could use the same one that we just used, and I'm going to take the large set, and they do come with an extended cutting folder for the marquee. And if you're not familiar with the marquee, it is the Diamond Press cutting machine, the one that's a little bit larger. It's this guy, which I'll use in just a minute here. And if you don't have a marquee and you have another system that cuts thin metal dies, that will work too. So what I'm going to do is run this guy through for now. It'll be the background. We're going to work on that first. And like I said, whenever you have something that's 8.5 and your paper's already 8.5, you really want to make sure it's like right on there. Or you can cut a piece of paper that's larger right on the 11-inch side. But I'm just going to run that through, and especially with this, we're going to make a shaker, so I'm going to cover a lot of this edge anyhow. So I will pop this in here, run this through, and I'll do the same thing with the black paper. And generally, whenever I have something that's larger like this, I like to give it as much of an angle as I can, just so that when the rollers hit, they're not hitting, boom, just a straight line right there. And what I'll do is I'll trim this little piece away that's on the end, and I'll do the same thing with the black paper, just to get that out of the way. And this one here too. This guy here too. Sometimes you can just leave it there, but it will kind of want to crumple in there. And so I'm just going to roll this guy through and keep my pieces. Now if you have a second, let's say, cutting folder, I would just keep these on the cutting folder is what I would recommend. But these are very large pieces, so it's not like you have to keep track of them too much. And so there are our pieces. They are pretty much in there, which is really nice. So what I can do is just kind of move them off. Just kind of keep them where they are. How cute. And I'll do the same thing with the black. I'm just going to roll this through, and I'll be right back. So I just finished scoring that. So again, I have my standard slimline card base here. And I'm just going to open this up. We have our pieces. Ooh, this one. So this one's a thicker paper that I used, and look, they just stayed right in there, which is really nice. Because what I'm going to do is just move them over to cover this. So maybe I'll start down here with this white piece. And let me grab some glue. I guess this one. And I can kind of eyeball and see what it is that I need to happen here. But basically, the pieces that we cut are 8.5 by 3.5. So I'm just going to start and build it up. And then if I need to cut anything off, let's say at the end, I'll do that. I'll just trim it up with my paper trimmer. But for now, I'm just going to put this guy here. A little glue there and pretty much just line it up. So I'm starting with this bottom part being squared up right against that line there. And I suppose if I wanted to, I can put the glue down here. Not so much on the piece, but I don't know where the piece is going to end. And then that little glue can get covered up by the next one. So we have that. And then I'm just going to trade off. So the next one, I'm going to go with the black piece on this side. And then the white piece on the opposite side. Just making a pattern. Black, white on here. These are so sweet. They pop in so nice. So again, over here it's this one. And I will put the glue on the piece. I'm not sure why I went and put it on the surface. It works. I was just trying different things here. Okay, so I'll continue up the ladder here. So the next one's this one here, right there. And then the black one from over here. And then you can make 2 cards with this because of the pieces that we have. You can finish up 2 whole cards with the other pieces that are left behind. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, right up here. This took just seconds, really. Put this down. And what I'm going to do is grab a frame die to make like a frame on this for the shaker. And I will be right back. Clean up this little glue that I got on here. Okay guys, so I'm going to take the nesting dies, these larger ones from the Ultimate Card Making Collection from Diamond Press there, and I'm going to use both of them because I want to make a frame and then I also want to have a piece of acetate under that, but the acetate I'll probably just cut by hand and just eyeballing this kind of where it is. I'll just, let me see, get a quick measurement. And you can also use this whole frame to cut your acetate too if you want. But just like within there, it looks like the acetate needs to be like 3 and 5/16. That makes sense. But if you don't want to make that kind of measurement, just cut it, and then obviously I'll measure it in the other direction to see what I need to line it. And then these 2 guys I will tape down, should I say, not so much tape together, and cut from this really pretty gold paper that I have that has like a texture to it. And this is giving me very Alice in Wonderland feels and vibes, so I'll probably add some red, whatever I put in the shaker itself. So I'll do that. Of course, we'll tape this down and run it through, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I cut my acetate. Actually, now that I've looked at it, it's about 3 1/4 by 8 1/4, and that should nest in there really well. So I'm just going to glue those together on the back side here. Just put some glue around that. Have those together. That'll pop on here. So cute. And again, just because it was giving me kind of like playful, kind of like the Alice in Wonderland feel, I'm going to take some of this red metallic paper, and it's so shiny, sorry. And I'm going to take the smaller puzzle piece, and I'm going to include these in the shaker too. So some small puzzle pieces in the back, like in there, along with some glitter or whatever else I include. I'm so sorry about that image. It looks really bad, but I'll just run this through. I don't need all of them, so I'll probably just like run through a piece of it like this. Okay, and I'll be right back. So as I glue that down, I just put on this mat so I wouldn't get glue coming from, between here, and I can clean that up later. I'm going to go ahead and line this. So this is a little bit smaller than 1/4 inch, so what I'm going to do is, so I'm going to take a scissor and just cut this a little bit smaller. So like, let's say that's the section I need, so I'll do that. And just take a little bit off of this. You can cut it right down the center, or just cut off as much as you think you need to cut off and use that for something else or however. Okay, so I'll just take that piece off. And if you cut it down the center or close enough to it, you can also use this piece like on the other side, right? So that's how I make it a little thinner if that's what I need. So we'll pop this right down here and just line out this whole back piece. And when you have chunks or sections like this, you definitely want to make sure that the next piece butts right up against here and keeps going, okay? So you don't lose anything in your shaker. So I had lined that out, and I went and took the carriers off so it's ready to go. I'm going to put that over there. And for now, we're going to open this up and look at that. The little pieces, how cute. Oh my goodness. So I'm just going to select a few of these, basically just to put in here. They might not shake very much because, again, you have some friction. This is paper. If you want to glue some down on the inside, that'd be really cute. They don't have to be shakerable. I just thought it was fun. So let's see. Let's say we have just a few pieces. It doesn't have to be too many because they might, you know, just settle in on top of each other. And then one other thing I'm going to do right quick. Sorry, I'm just going to get a little piece of tape to hold this down. Usually I use more than that, but hopefully that'll be enough right now. And just a little bit of this sequins mix that I already have. It's like white sequins with a little shimmer to it. Just get a few of these on here. So this is a big shaker. I mean, it has a lot of area, so we can put a little more than... I usually go a little less is more route with this. And maybe something like that. Okay. And I kind of keep it flat and of course away from the edges so you don't stick down everything over here. I'm just going to take this, pop it on, making sure it's nice and clean on the inside. And basically we're just going to frame this out. So I'm just trying to see left and right where we are, up and down, because this is a little bit smaller so you can see the black and the white back there. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm in the right spot I want to be in. That's why I put the tape on the very edge so I wouldn't trap the tape. How cute is that? It looks like a little game board. I think it's adorable. So I'm going to stick this down really, really well. And that'll be my shaker. Oh my gosh, you guys. That just looks so clean and so cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me get something to top the card off with and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm going to do something like this. I just got this thank you from the, I believe it's the Shine Bright set from Diamond Press, the ephemera set. And I'm just going to glue that right there. I'm going to place little Alice on here because I think that's just adorable. And then I took some of the little pieces. I know it's hard to tell because of the lighting. And I'm going to tuck them back in there. So I'll probably heat up my glue gun to glue her down, and I'll just put it on the edges here and then on top of here. Not so much in the acetate area. But for right now, what I'm going to do is just see where I have the pieces where I like them to be and just slide them in there so I know where she's going to end up being. So I will do that and I will be right back. Okay guys, so there it is. So thank you so much Diamond Press for sending these items for review. Again, it's the new items there on their site. I'll have the links for you. I'll have the in the description box along with my discount code. You get 10% off your purchase. And oh my gosh, so artsy, so fun. I mean, so many ways to play with this. I am just, wow, that came out so cute. All right guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.